Hello everybody out there on YouTube land. How you doing tonight, Mike? Well, how you doing this morning, Mike? It is Sunday, the 19th of January, 2000, and I think 20. Yep, 2020, holy shit. That's cool, man. That, you know what? You are in a very cool time. But enough with the chill vibes bullshit. If you're liberal, you're gonna get fucking 9 out of 10 times you will get fucking triggered by my videos. Point two, if you're Scienctology, you will not like this video because I'm about to blow your fucking mind and blow your shit apart. I'm about to blow big ass holes in your whole religion, bitch. Get ready, buckle up, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Cause it starts in 3, 2, 1, booyah! Here we go, okay. First off, just so you sons of bitches know, my name is Bradley Allen Hensley, and I put my fucking life on the internet, pretty much. Everybody knows where I live. I've said my address multiple times when I was running for president. Now, I have done time, and while I was incarcerated, I think it was my 10th time in Cary County Correctional Facility. They had a book in the library, which was not very big, called Dianetics by a man named Ron Hubbard. The cover looked interesting. I thought, gee, this might be interesting of a read. Talking about an alien race and shit and blowing up and walking. I thought, alright, cool. This might be something I can be down with. So I read it. And man, I gotta say, that motherfucker made me look sane. And that motherfucker was a con man and a half. He was nuttier than a fruitcake. But he was a smart motherfucker and he was a great con man. That man could have sold fucking ketchup popsicle sticks that were melting to a woman, a prim and proper English lady in the middle of the summer that was wearing white fucking gloves. And that's how good he was. He could have sold ice to the Eskimos. However, the man was fucking bat shit nuts. And just so you know, Scientologist, Ron Hubbard stole, you heard me right, he stole a lot of your religion from, do you know where he stole it from? Let's think about this. Do you know? Are you ready for me to tell you? Okay, Scientology boys and girls, I'll tell you. He stole it from Buddhism. The whole reincarnation part, that's Buddhist. 101. Sorry, Charlie, it is. The whole idea of aliens and flying things and all that, he worded it different, he made it look different, But that's straight out of the Mahabharata, a sacred text for Buddhists. You know, Ron Hubbard took a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He even took some paganism, in particular Celtic, with the whole body themes thing. Well, I guess you could say a little Celtic and a lot of, again, Buddhist with the body theme, because to think that you got these little alien things all over your body and you can talk to them and they'll leave, and well, that's bullshit. But the Celts believed that if you figured out why you were feeling a certain way, you could talk to yourself, mind you, and get that feeling to go away. Granted, that was something only a high priestess could do. And the Celts were very much a matriarchal society. They ran, they had priestesses. No dude could be a priest. It was all run by priestesses. But, Ron Hubbard, the man was nuts. He was crazy. And he was a con man. And, if I remember right, the man was accused of, and I think this is when he started living on the water and came up with the idea of the Sea Org, of being a pedophile. Yeah, England. England accused him of being a pedophile. And he got the ship that would later become known as Four Winds, moved on it, moved it out to international waters where he stayed, and had his Commandant Org, or whatever they were called, Commandant's Messengers, that's it. They were all young teenagers, boys and girls, and that's the precursor to the Sea Org. Now, here's a little something that you probably didn't know. Ron Hubbard was in the Navy. However, Ron Hubbard was Section 8'd out of the Navy. Now, if you don't know what that means, it means he was relieved of duty because, how to put this nicely, fuck it. Because he went batshit crazy. In L. Ron Hubbard's fucking case, he was running through the mess hall naked. Several times, talking about how there was something on his skin, there was something on him. There were bugs all over him, and he was beating his meat while he did it. So they Section 8'd him. It's pretty fucked up, but that's the truth. Now, he liked the uniform, he liked the idea, so once he got a little money, he created what he did. he saw Scientology not as a religion, but, as he put it, a way to help all mankind, was what he would publicly say to people. However, what he would say privately was that he saw Scientology as a way to fleece all people. Meaning, he saw Scientology not as a religion. No. He saw Scientology overall as a way to take people's money, and if he had his way, he was going to make it a worldwide thing so that he could get everybody's money, because he was money hungry. He was greedy some bitch. Now, he wrote some science fiction books that were, at their time, and moderately successful. But what really did it, what really set him up, was when he wrote Dianetics and created the Church of Scientology. See, he would even say, I am the sole writer of the Church of Scienctology. The main goal of my writing is to put mankind in a mental state where he can better help himself. Well, if you're going to better help yourself, that's not clearing a planet in any way. That's not even remotely concerning yourself with quote-unquote clearing a planet. It's concerning yourself with make me better, get me, me. Now, while he was living on the ocean, he wrote several other books, several other things, came up with the whole bridge scheme and everything, which is pretty good. You get them to pay you thousands of dollars, and they go up a couple of levels, and oops, I was wrong, I misinterpreted it, so now you gotta redo it, pay me thousands more dollars, and they never quite finish it. That's a good scheme, I gotta admit, that's a good pyramid scheme. But when you factor the matter and you look into it, what he was saying, the fucking guy is nuts. Come on. The Galactic Federation, over 75 million years ago, was ruled over by a ruthless tyrant named Xenu, and they had a population problem, so Xenu rounded up a bunch of quote-unquote criminals, which probably people who just thought different than him. It's what Ron Hubbard considers criminals, and put them on spaceships that look like DC-8s. That's why no Scientologist could fly on a DC-8, even though in the beginning Hubbard was known to fly on DC-8s only, and brought them to Earth and dropped them into volcanoes, where he then dropped hydrogen bombs on them, and as the ghosts floated up, he collected them, erased their memories, and sent them back down to Earth where they attached themselves to early man. And that's where all of our issues stem from. Well, there's an issue. Man hasn't been on this planet 75 million years. We haven't even been on this planet 4 million. So you got a serious issue, Hubbard. I mean, hell, early man, there was no early man 75 million years ago. 75 million years ago, there was dinosaurs. There was these big-ass lizards. So if anything, the Thetans would have attached themselves to the dinosaurs, right? Or wandered around forever. So Ron Hubbard's thought process is flawed. Big time in that area. But it just goes to show you that he was a great imaginator, he's a great storyteller, but the thing was, he was a con man. He stole a lot of different religions. He was anti-Christian, he was anti-gay, he was anti-psychology because he needed help and he refused to get help. You see, psychology wanted to help him. But in order to help him for what he would have had to take medication. Well, he didn't want to take medication because, well, he was a dumbass. Sort of. He was a dumbass, but he was kind of an early version of a naturalist. He didn't want to take the medication because he didn't like the way it made him feel. Plus, there was, other things like fucking side effects that he didn't like. So, he creates Scienctology, no drugs of any kind, no psychiatry. I think he even says no doctors. Now, that right there should be a huge red flag. Alright, when someone says no doctors, to me that's a, even if it's just no shrinks, that's a bit of a red flag because, why don't they want us going to psychiatrists? Psychiatrists can help. But instead he says, well, they'll hook you up to these machines and they'll fry your brain and give you lobotomies. Well, and they'll put you on these drugs and you'll just be a zombie. Well, first of all, how would he know about ECT or electroconvulsive therapy? ECT, which is basically electric shock therapy, electroshock. Unless he had it done to him. How would he know about side effects of medication unless he himself had been on it? Now, had anyone stopped and asked him that, they would have been out of the fucking Scientology real quick. If anyone brings something like that up today, they get reported to ethics and sent to the RPF, the facility where you re-brainwash people. and everything. So, you see, there's a lot that's not right with Ron Hubbard's religion. I mean, he was, he had some good ideas. Alright, yeah. Try to help mankind. Hey, that's an awesome goal. I won't take it from him. It's an awesome goal. However, that's not his real goal. His real goal, and he stated it, that his religion, the main goal of his religion is to put man in a position where he can help himself. That's not good. Alright? And as far as the bridge goes, once you hit, I think it's OT8, which nobody hits OT8. And if you do get up close to it, in order to get it, you gotta pay $5 million. And now you have to be personally invited to become OT8. Meaning someone has to see you, say, hey, this person's a great Scienctologist. They're doing everything they can. They're doing what they gotta do. So let's help them out. Let's get them to OT8. Boom, you get into OT8. And once you're OT8, you're supposed to have all these abilities to get rid of cancer and fucking cure headaches and fucking all this other shit just by thinking about it. But yet, I've never seen somebody OT8 or who had made it to OT8 who had that power, who had that ability. And when you don't have that ability and you bring it up to them, they say, well, it must be because there's something in it that you don't understand. It's your fault that you don't have these powers that we said you would get. It's the old con of bait and switch. Promise you the moon and give you shit. Well, I could never fall for it because I'm just a little bit smarter than the average bear boo-boo. And, well, truth be told, one con man cannot be conned by another con. It's the old saying, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Well, Hubbard, he wanted to fool everyone all the time. And it don't work. Sorry, not sorry. Alright. Truth of the matter is, Ron Hubbard, he had some good ideas. I won't take that away from the man. He had some pretty fucking awesome ideas. But making a church, quote-unquote church, where you even state publicly and on the record that the main goal is for man to help man. The main goal is to get man in a position where he can help himself. That's not a religion, that's a cult. Because you see, a religion, the main goal of any religion, be it pagans, Celtic, Buddhist, Islam, Christianity, Shinto, Bushido, Cabal, any of them, isn't to just man help man. No. It's not just to get man in a position where they can help themselves. No. It is to help all mankind in some way. Christians do it by being nice. If they can be nice to everyone, then they will go to heaven. Buddhists do it by being nice because they want to follow the path of the Buddha to get enlightened. Shaolin monks do it to be enlightened. The Shinto do it because it helps to balance them out. But they all do it for different reasons. But the end goal is to help the planet. Now, the thing is with Hubbard, I can respect that the man came right out and said, you know what? This isn't your normal everyday religion. This is a religion that I'm creating to help man be able to help man. To get us in a position where we can help ourselves. I can respect that because he was honest. And to me, if you're honest, that goes a long fucking way with me being honest. I'd rather someone be honest with me than lie. However, Ron Hubbard did both. You see, Ron Hubbard lied. Not just to me, but he's been lying to every Scientologist. He got you with the oldest trick in the book. The old bait and switch. The old bait and switch. Make you think one way and give you something shitty. Make you think you're getting a great car and you're getting a piece of shit. It's been being done since the beginning of time, damn near it. He was just good at it. But, as with anything, sooner or later, you gotta admit the truth. And he never wanted to admit to anyone that what he was doing was scamming people. You see, he didn't want to admit it because if he did, there would go his cash cow. There would go all his money. Everything would go right down the shitter, and he knew it. So, he doesn't admit to anyone that it's a scam. He hopes that people won't catch on. That he'll be able to run it for a long, long time and no one's going to catch on. When the IRS caught on, and so did a few other people, because he tried to recruit J. Edgar Hoover. Hoover caught on real quick, told him it was a scam and he wasn't having no part of that shit. Hubbard is forced to allow it to go. But He didn't want to lose anyone else, you see. That he got, so he learned. Okay. No going after people like Hoover for now. Let me rethink my strategy. Let me get everything set. And over time, I'll come back to them. And how could he do it? How could he get things good? Well, he started getting the second most biggest group of people listen to other than authorities. He got celebrities. And it took off for him, and it is where it is now. As you can see. But it is what it is. But for now, ladies and gentlemen,